Okay, well, Catherine, a question about your stage career. You know,
Uh-huh.
one thing I've noticed about theater is etiquette has kind of gone down the tubes. You go to a play, people are talking, their cell phones are going off.
Oh, I hate
Yeah.
that.
Now, as a stage actress, have you ever been thrown off by something that's happened in the audience during a performance?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I think the worst thing was when I was in 42nd Street, we had a bomb scare in the middle of the show. And so everyone had to just, and it's a huge theatre. The Theatre Royal Drury Lane is huge. I mean, it's one of the biggest theatres in London. And so we all had to vacate the theatre, go out in the street, in Covent Garden, all the audience, we're all in our costumes, all the audience come around, enjoy the show so far. And then it's like, you know, we all start dancing, tap dancing on the street to try and kind of lighten it, because all these, like, we were thinking, oh my gosh, all these tourists, they're not going to come back and see the end of the show. They're going to like run away scared. But it was a false alarm. They came in, checked the theatre. We were all thrown back on the stage. All the audience got back in, and you know, we had to do like, and the story so far is, we did a little introduction, and then we went straight into a musical number, like only in musical theatre you can do.
Okay. Well, I got a question about moving to, or going to LA. The first time I went to Los Angeles, you know, it just hit me, the streets, the beach and all that. What was your first big LA moment?
I remember getting off the plane and not knowing anybody except for one person, my girlfriend, Petra, who's still a very good friend of mine. And it was one of those things, call me when you get there, you know, and I'd been so busy, and I just, you know, thought, well, when I get to LA, I'll go into a hotel, I'll check myself in, and then I'll call her. So I call her, and on her answering machine is, hi, this is Petra, I'm in Europe for 2 months. I went, what? I knew nobody else, you know, I was like, oh my gosh. And the first thing that was terrifying was going to the car rental place and getting a car, then having to drive on the other side of the road. I had like post-it notes on the dash, keep this way. I had bangles on, drive this side, you know, and that was hard. But now I'm like, I can come back and just like jump in the other side of the chairs, and I can drive all over the place.
Well, turning to this movie, I mean, I grew up watching Sean Connery on the James Bond movies.
Yeah.
Was it amusing for you to watch how people reacted to him on the set?
Yeah, I mean, we shot in Britain, and so a lot of the guys had worked with him on different projects before, and there's a wonderful respect that surrounds him as an actor, more so than anything, but also as, you know, a person. He's very professional, you know, and there's this kind of like, shh, Sean's coming, you know, and the fact is he's like really cool with the crew, and he chit-chats, but as soon as they say rolling, he's like, you know, professional down to the last little cell in his body.
I got a question about the poster of this film. Now, this billboard is up all around Los Angeles, and I think cars are veering off and crashing because the drivers
Ooh la la,
are distracted
Mamma Mia.
there.
Yeah.
So is it ever amusing for you when movie studios come up with the ad campaigns and the posters to see how you're going to be featured in the poster?
Yeah, well, we did that photo shoot, and we pretty much, you know, did show. The idea was always there, Sean's face, me, and then me in different like poses, like whether it be with my legs wrapped around my neck or something, you know, stretched out. But it was funny that I went back after I was shooting the end of The Haunting here in Britain. I went back and I saw myself on a bus in America, across the bus. So I'm sitting in the car, and like the bus stops, and so that my face is right here, you know, and I'm going, oh my God, I'm on a bus. That was really funny. My leg like sprawled out right to the driver's face, you know.
Okay. Well, and last question. Well, I saw you the first time on the set of The Haunting, and it was funny, you made a little speech, and one of the DreamWorks publicity people was sitting next to me, and when you started talking, she went, I thought she was Spanish.
I know.
Do you run into that very often?
Yeah. When I went to the Oscars, I was so embarrassed because I was on the red carpet, and one of the film crews started speaking to me in Spanish, and I'm sure that he could just see my eyes like blanking over, and I was like, give me French, not Spanish. But that's flattering, because obviously my accent was convincing enough to Spanish-speaking community, you know. But it's funny, which is really good for me in a way. because I'm not like labeled as a British actress, you know, because that kind of can become quite limited of what you get, what scripts you see and things. Oh, she's British, she can't do an American accent. Or she's, and so as everyone in America thought I was Spanish, and then I started speaking with a Welsh accent. Steven Spielberg thought I was American when I first met him. He said, I started speaking to him for Zorro, and he went, "Where are you from?" I said, "Where do you want me to be from?"